All right, Aaron. So today's lesson is about formal analysis and structural analysis of the elements of art as they were developed in art history and as they continue to be useful as learning tools for us in studies of the making of art. And the father, since he was German and Germans are particularly patriarchal, the father of this form of comparative formal analysis is Heinrich Wölfflin. Wölfflin was born in 1864. That's, Aaron, that's about 100 years before I was born. And he died in 1945. That's about a year before Francis Bacon painted his painting called Painting. And Wölfflin developed this method of comparative analysis of the elements of art. And he divided that series of comparisons into these more or less structural oppositions. And those oppositions, included linear versus painterly, plane versus recession, closed form versus open form, multiplicity versus unity, absolute clarity versus relative clarity. And those are the ones that I recall. So today we're going to do something else. And I'm going to ask you to recall and actually to recite the codes, two codes, the code of flag behavior and the code of national anthem behavior. And then I want you to perform a comparative analysis of these two images, and you tell me which of them you think is disrespectful versus the opposition respectful. All right? And we'll do this. We'll do this without using the shot-countershot that we've been working on. All right?
I think I can see where you are going with this, a contract in phi through theta.
All right, Aaron. So in order to utilize this particular structure in the analysis that we're performing here, I think we need, to have that bit of historical background. We can't merely, as Wölfflin, did, assume that that all of our students in this course, right? This course on recognizing these formal characteristics. In this case, the formal characteristic could be described as respect versus disrespect. So that particular formal characteristic will be informed by the code itself, although I think in some ways we all have an innate and inherent understanding of what respect looks like and what the sacred looks like, just as we would have a kind of familiarity with what the absurd looks like or what the grotesque looks like. So, but to provide, our class, right? I'm assuming that you're in some ways acting as teacher, even though this is a lesson, for you. Can you go ahead and recite the U.S. code regarding the national anthem, Aaron?
36 U.S. Code, paragraph 301. National anthem. A. Designation. The composition consisting of the words in music known as the Star-Spangled Banner is the national anthem. B. Conduct during playing. During a rendition of the national anthem, 1. When the flag is displayed, A. Individuals in uniform should give the military salute at the first note of the anthem and maintain that position until the last note. B. Members of the armed forces and veterans who are present but not in uniform may render the military salute in the manner provided for individuals in uniform. And C. All other persons present should face the flag and stand at attention with their right hand over the heart, and men not in uniform, if applicable, should remove their headdress with their right hand and hold it at the left shoulder, the hand being over the heart. And 2. When the flag is not displayed, all present should face toward the music and act in the same manner they would if the flag were displayed.
Thanks, Aaron. That was great. That was great. Maybe not so loud next time. All right. All right, Aaron. Now, we'll do the same thing that we did for the code of the national anthem behavior. And this time I want you to read, or actually I want you to recite from memory the code of flag behavior. But as I said earlier, maybe not quite so loud this time. It's pretty early in the morning and we don't want to disturb our neighbors, so maybe just a little bit more quietly than you recited the code of national anthem behavior, all right?
4 U.S. Code, Paragraph 8, Respect for Flag. No disrespect should be shown to the flag of the United States of America. The flag should not be dipped to any person or thing. Regimental colors, state flags, and organization or institutional flags are to be dipped as a mark of honor. A. The flag should never be displayed with the Union down, except as a signal of dire distress in instances of extreme danger to life or property. B. The flag should never touch anything beneath it, such as the ground, the floor, water, or merchandise. C. The flag should never be carried flat or horizontally, but always aloft and free. D. The flag should never be used as wearing apparel, bedding, or drapery. It should never be festooned, drawn back, nor up, in folds, but always allowed to fall free. Bunting of blue, white, and red, always arranged with the blue above, the white in the middle, and the red below, should be used for covering a speaker's desk, draping the front of the platform, and for decoration in general. E. The flag should never be fastened, displayed, used, or stored in such a manner as to permit it to be easily torn, soiled, or damaged in any way. F. The flag should never be used as a covering for a ceiling. G. The flag should never have placed upon it, nor on any part of it, nor attached to it any mark, insignia, letter, word, figure, design, picture, or drawing of any nature. H. The flag should never be used as a receptacle for receiving, holding, carrying, or delivering anything. I. The flag should never be used for advertising purposes in any manner whatsoever. It should not be embroidered on such articles as cushions or handkerchiefs and the like, printed or otherwise impressed on paper napkins or boxes or anything that is designed for temporary use and discard. Advertising signs should not be fastened to a staff or halyard from which the flag is flown. J. No part of the flag should ever be used as a costume or athletic uniform. However, a flag patch may be affixed to the uniform of military personnel, firemen, policemen, and members of patriotic organizations. The flag represents a living country and is itself considered a living thing. Therefore, the lapel flag pin, being a replica, should be worn on the left lapel near the heart. K. The flag, when it is in such condition that it is no longer a fitting emblem for display, should be destroyed in a dignified way, preferably by burning.
Thank you, Aaron. That recitation was really great. And okay, so I want you to go ahead and look at these images and then respond to my request. Which would you identify as respectful and which would you identify as disrespectful. And keep in mind that you can read the relationship between these images and the code of flag behavior in a literal sense, that is, word by word, standing versus kneeling, heart on hand, versus or hand, excuse the Freudian slip there, hand on heart versus hand on knee, or you can also read it in the spirit of the code, right? What is blatantly obvious about respect and the underlying principles of honor and dignity. And for example, these two figures are kneeling, right, Aaron? But these two figures are standing. So, but does this image look more like the way that someone respectful would honor a sacred image, or does this look like someone respectful would honor a sacred image? So, that's the distinction I mean when I say, the letter of the code versus the spirit of the code. So you understand what I mean, because I know that you understand metaphor. You're not incapable of understanding in deeper and more meaningful and significant ways than merely the letter of law. So given that set of instructions, Aaron, which one would you identify as respectful, and which one would you identify as disrespectful?
A contract and faith with Theta? Do you really even have to ask such a silly question?